Mob of the Dead, my favorite map of all time. In this video, I'd like to show my appreciation for this map in association with the One Perfect Map community event happening right now. Today, many Zombies creators will be showing their support for their beloved maps right before Cold War comes out, and there will be a playlist in the description that links to everyone's videos. Having said that, let's move on to Mob of the Dead. Mob of the Dead's near perfection is best described in two words: gameplay and atmosphere. The setting is creepy and eerie, perfect for a map set at Alcatraz. Hanging bodies riddle the hallways of the cell blocks, and dim light shades the map in a way that makes you feel unsettled, as if you're playing through a horror movie. From a storyline perspective, repeating the cycle and being trapped in an eternal purgatory is deep and widely philosophical at its core. Four mobsters, Finn, Sal, Billy, and Weasel, are doing their time for their crimes, destined to continue their suffering over and over again in a pocket dimension where their souls are tormented by legions of the undead, while the Warden ensures that the cycle continues so that the mobsters suffer eternally in purgatory. All the while, the Shadow Man controls everything behind the scenes, but that doesn't come in until later. This video just focuses on Mob of the Dead by itself. The opening cutscene for this map expresses the tone of Mob of the Dead perfectly, a no-nonsense, tough-as-nails experience. Weasel fakes his illness, Ferguson is brutally murdered, the rest is history. The song and dance routine. Mob of the Dead's storyline by itself is cinematic and quite frankly deserving of its own movie. However, where I think Mob of the Dead shines the most is in its gameplay. When you spawn in, you aren't the actual character like we've been used to seeing in the past. You're a ghost, trapped in the spirit world until you can revive your unconscious body. Once resuscitated, an intricately laid out prison escape plan is one of the first things you'll see, accompanied by more eerie and foreboding music that sets the tone immediately. You have one main objective: escape. The immediate impact of the beginning of Mob of the Dead is excellent to me. Right away, the player knows that using the afterlife system is crucial to the map's functionality, and that you must be resourceful in finding all the plane parts to lay out a strategy of your own. However, in order to assemble all of the plane parts, first you need the Wardens Key hanging high above the cell blocks. If the player is unsure how the afterlife system works, grabbing the Wardens Key is a fantastic introduction to that, as well as giving players a sense of accomplishment in the early game, since you'll be obtaining the key somewhere around round 3 or 4 usually. Afterlife is a great system that not only helps you progress through the map, but is an excellent alternative to quick revive on this map. You get 3 maximum afterlives, and if you stay in the afterlife too long, it's game over. This balance is fair, considering you also get an extra afterlife at the end of each round, assuming you don't already have 3. Overall, the afterlife system is great. Anyways, after you've picked up the key, collecting all of the plane parts are straightforward, yet challenging. From the lockdown in the laundry room to the part you get from the elevator, each area you enter has a purpose: to make you keep moving forward. The progression of Mob of the Dead is seamless and well executed. You can pick up any of the plane parts in any order and the map will still have a great flow to it. So no matter your strategy as to how you're going to build the plane, the map will never feel drawn out. Upon building the plane, players are then flown to the Golden Gate Bridge, where you crash land on the bridge itself to where Pack-a-Punch is. This area of the map is fun and is also a challenging area that tests your skills. Brutus, the mini-boss of this map, will spawn in multiple times while you're on the bridge to help with that challenge factor. You leave the Golden Gate Bridge by strapping yourself into an electric chair, where the cycle continues and you respawn as a ghost to revive your player once again. If you wanted to go back to the Golden Gate Bridge, fear not, because fuel canisters will spawn in next round after you've returned to Alcatraz. Also, once you Pack-a-Punch your weapon, the camo is one of the best we've seen from Zombies. The Golden Gate Bridge is also used for other things on this map, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The Blundergat, my personal favorite wonder weapon, makes its debut on this map. This cannon of a gun decimates zombies standing anywhere in front of it. You can either get it from the box or do a fun scavenger hunt quest collecting 5 invisible skulls. Once you've collected all of the blue skulls, a free Blundergat will spawn in on the table of the Warden's office with a little bit of flair. It's really cool. Plus, you can upgrade it into the Acid Gat, which shoots acid bombs that can attract zombies to it and kill them with a powerful explosion. The Blundergat upgrade is simple. Collect parts to an infusion machine that infuses the acid into your Blundergat. Both variants of the Blundergat are amazing. The Sweeper, the Pack-a-Punch normal Blundergat, and the Vitriolic Withering, the Pack-a-Punched Acid Gat are powerful and truly embody what a wonder weapon should be. Plus, they have great ammo, so you'll never run out quickly. The Hell's Retriever is a fun weapon that's not like anything we've seen before. A tomahawk that does a ton of damage and it's rechargeable. Acquiring the Hell's Retriever is a fun quest. You have to feed zombies to 3 hellhounds that protrude out of the walls of Alcatraz, 1 in the infirmary, 1 in the cell blocks, and 1 at the docks. Once each of the dog heads have been fed, you go to the catacombs and pick up your supernatural tomahawk. The Hell's Retriever upgrade requires you to go to the Golden Gate Bridge and kill zombies, then forfeit your tomahawk into the pits of hell so you can redeem your newly upgraded weapon in the afterlife. When upgraded, the Hell's Redeemer is even more powerful and can do significant damage in higher rounds. Also, the Retriever and Redeemer can collect power-ups for you and bring them back. I think that's a really neat feature. The Spoon and Golden Spork are fun melee weapons. The Golden Spork can even one-hit kill in the mid-round 30s. The Spoon is simple to get as well as the Golden Spork, with the upgrade quest involving many zombies kills in the showers and then grabbing the Golden Spork from the bloodbath in the infirmary to get your upgraded melee attack. Having such a powerful everyday household item such as a spoon or spork really enforces the atmosphere of Mob of the Dead. How much prisoners actually valued such common items to help them try to escape by digging tunnels through the walls with spoons and sporks. Yet another reason why Mob of the Dead's atmosphere is perfect and really makes you feel like the prisoner trying to escape Alcatraz. And it's not just the wonder weapons that are unique and fun. Mob of the Dead added a handful of new regular weapons as well, such as the Uzi, AK-47, Death Machine, and fan favorite, Tommy Gun. Not to mention that Brutus, the mini-boss of this map, is what I believe to be a perfectly balanced boss for zombies. A heavy hitter who has one weak point, but still takes some effort to kill, however, it's fairly simple to kill him. Get too close and you'll be bludgeoned by his nightstick and most likely die due to the amount of damage he does, along with the swarms of zombies attacking you. If you keep him alive for too long, he'll start locking perk machines and buildable tables so you can't use them until you pay a fine of 2,000 points. Brutus' simple way to kill him, even though it'll take longer than normal zombies, is a trade-off to his heavy hitting and lockdown abilities. However, if you have a Hell's Retriever or Blundergat, he'll be taken care of in a heartbeat, which further emphasizes the impact of these wonder weapons on Mob of the Dead. There are only 5 perks on Mob of the Dead: Juggernog, Speed Cola, Double Tap, Deadshot, and Electric Cherry making its debut. In my opinion, Black Ops 2 Electric Cherry is the best Electric Cherry. Pairing this perk with the Blundergat and Acid Gat is a match made in heaven. Plus, the Electric Shockwave is great to stun and kill zombies, especially in Black Ops 2. Even though the perk variety is limited, Mob of the Dead makes these 5 perks feel like this is all you need to be successful on this map. A perfect example of less is more. Moving on to traps, although not as important as some of the other features of Mob of the Dead, the traps on this map are fun to use. The acid trap in the cafeteria is one that stands out the most, however, as it's the most effective. The blade trap in the warden's office and the sniper trap at the docks are fun to use, but compared to the acid trap, there's no contest. That doesn't mean I like them any less, however. I think the traps on Mob of the Dead are very unique. Lastly, Mob of the Dead was the first map to introduce a shareable inventory, meaning that no matter who picks up parts for things such as the shield or acid gat upgrade kit, everyone can utilize them by picking them up and building them at any buildable table. The only thing that isn't shareable are the plain parts and fuel canisters on co-op, but I can let that slide because it makes sense for the story and the overall challenge of the map. All of these gameplay quests and features that I just mentioned are why Mob of the Dead's gameplay is superb. Not overly complicated like other maps, but still has a fair degree of challenge for those willing to do it. I'd like to end this video off by talking about the Easter egg. The Easter egg is short, easy, and very replayable. And if you want to get technical, you could say that Mob of the Dead was the first map to have a boss fight in zombies. Because at the end of the Easter egg, Weasel has to try to kill the other inmates at the Golden Gate Bridge. This is an innovative and clever step of the Easter egg. It's both fun and logical in story context as well. The steps of the Easter egg are simple. The map's flow practically caters to the Easter egg. Building the plane and getting the Hell's Retriever are integral parts of Mob of the Dead's Easter egg, but it never feels like a chore, just the normal progression of the map. I'm willing to say that Mob of the Dead has the best gameplay and Easter egg blend out of any zombies map. All in all, Mob of the Dead is my favorite map of all time. The gameplay and Easter egg is excellent, the story is intriguing, and the map itself is an overall enjoyable experience from the start. Mob of the Dead is as close as it's going to get to being one perfect map. And that, guys, is going to be the end of today's video. What did you think of my review of Mob of the Dead? Let me know in the comments if you agree with me or disagree. Once again, this video was made in association with the One Perfect Map community event going on, and I will leave the playlist of everyone else's videos down in the description so you can check out their videos as well. Special thanks to CodZOfficial on Twitter for orchestrating this community event. I love things like this where we can just sit down and talk about zombies and have a fun time. This video was definitely a fun one to make because, as I just got done explaining, Mob of the Dead is my favorite map of all time, so any excuse to play Mob of the Dead is a good one. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe if you're a brand new viewer, and don't forget to join the Discord server as well as following me on Twitch, Twitter, and Instagram to stay up to date with everything that I do. With that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night depending on where you are in this crazy world. Stay safe out there. I'll see you guys next time.